What a smart rapper gang. In this video, we're gonna talk about major record label departments exposed. Let's talk about this. You're gonna love this. I'm Rob Level. We're about to get a little bit smarter. Let's get into it. Listen, this is how it usually works. The artist signs a recording contract with a major label.
Going hard.
Then they send them all of their songs. The company gives your songs to a distributor, which is usually a wholesaler that sells physical copies of your songs to stores. They also distribute your music now digitally to all of the major streaming services, okay? And then the record company then ramps up its advertising, promotion, and marketing until you become a superstar, right?
Bing bong.
Now, what I want to talk about is here are the main parts of a record company with a full staff, a big, large label. Here are the departments, so you understand it. First off, you've already heard these. Let's get this out of the way. A&R. Now, these are people who can hear new talent and they help that talent develop and they help it grow. They also work creatively with the artist's sales department. And these are salespeople to get your songs into stores, to get them onto digital media sites. And this is very important if you want to get, it's important.
He ain't lying.
You already know that though. Let's talk about the other area, which you know is marketing and advertising, publicity, album cover art, promotional videos, in-store displays, promotional merchandise, and more. That is a whole other department, which you need to learn that stuff yourself, okay? Promotion is important. The only reason these people live, all right, is to get your songs played on the radio and in places that it needs to be actually played at for you to grow. Another department is product management. When you are a product, your music is a product. Merchandise, product. Product managers are in charge of getting all of the departments, like the sales, the marketing, and the promotion, to work together to break records, to break the songs, okay? Now this is to make sure that it's getting everything to work together like a fine-tuned engine. Everything's nice and just running precisely. A well-oiled machine.
I mean, I'm thinking, damn, he good.
Now, you want to make sure that people are all pulling their parts so that everything's not running in different directions, all right? Then you have another area, which is called new media. And here's where you'll find people who take charge of everything that has to do with digital, coming up with new ways to get music to people. And it's interesting because it's like you'd think that the marketing would be that would be part of the promotion, and also this would be too, but they're actually all different departments, right? Because there's people specifically set on trying to figure out new trends and new things and create new ways of getting you heard, which is different, right? Then you have production. That's another department. They manufacture CDs. They send those out to distributors because, believe it or not, people still do listen to CDs in some countries.
This is the worst.
All right, then you have another department, finance. And they figure out, are you getting paid your royalties? They're keeping track of how much money's coming in, all right? How much you make and how much you're spending. Business matters. Okay, now in addition to that, you have to think about the lawyers and all the other legal stuff, because you got all of these different business affairs that are happening, negotiating deals with other executives, negotiating deals with, anything that has something to do with making money is going to have a contract in some way, shape, or form, right? So the legal department is a whole department that is vital. Like if you start your own label, you need to have a lawyer as well. It's very powerful, okay? People who deal with the business and with the law are sometimes the same people, right? So you have a business manager also does law, right? Here's the thing, there's also an international affairs department, okay? And they're in charge of coordinating the releases of your campaigns and your music across the world, especially when you get to that level. There's a lot of different departments, okay?
Excessive.
And think about this. If you're smaller, it's an indie label. Some, if not all of these jobs are done by the same person, okay, or the same department. Right? Let me give you an example. In some companies, the same people who work in the A&R department are also in charge of the products, okay? At bigger labels, advertising, publicity, artwork, and video might be handled by completely different departments, all right?
Yes,
so what sucks is when you sign to a major label, all these people are getting paid, and that's why you get such a smaller percentage, because a lot of these people aren't even really that necessary. Depends on how big you are as an artist. If you're smaller, you're not even really utilizing a lot of these different people, and they're not doing as much for you, that's why you gotta be bigger. But all the products from the big record companies are sold by big distributors, which are huge networks that move songs, really though, in many different ways, from factories to stores. Your merchandise from factories, if you're selling that, if you're making that much, it's crazy. And it's not nearly as easy as it sounds to do that stuff, okay? And like any other manufacturing business, you need a big network to do it, and it costs a lot to set up and a lot to run. You have warehousing, shipping, inventory controls, sales force, right? Especially, you have a whole team of people just selling stuff, right? And these are all needed to get the goods into the market for you so you can make money. In fact, at a lot of big labels, more people work for the distributor than for the label itself, and they're separate. Ridiculous. You just got a little bit smarter. It's Smart Rapper.
These tips work on God.